so I'm just doing a quick look before I run out and get my hair cut. So I've already done all of my skincare. I cleansed my face in the shower after I worked out. I did a little bit of the spot on, just especially if you're wearing a mask and getting some breakouts. That is a treatment that'll help, especially because I have oily skin. So it'll help kill that bacteria that is maybe forming just from my mask being on, and ensure I'm not getting breakouts. And then I did my daytime moisturizer, and then also the eye illuminator, which has a little bit of our pearlizer mixed in, so it really brightens up tired eyes, especially this time of year. I've got allergies. Then I did the silk. So you want this to sit like 2 to 5 minutes. You saw me kind of pressing in a downward motion. Don't rub it in until it's dry. You want it to dry and fall in those pores and wrinkles. So this is a great addition, especially if you need some extra moisture. It'll help if you're wearing a mask as well. So I'm going to do my eyes since I'm letting the silk soak in. I'm just doing Candlelight Shadow Sense, so you can do any one of the lighter Shadow Sense colors. This is just going to really help kind of cancel out any veins or darkness on my eyelids and just act. Our eyeshadow doesn't need a primer, but it just kind of helps cancel everything out and get a nice kind of base to my shadow, especially because I'm going for a more simple look. Also, I'm going to do a little bit under my eyes to really help with that color. Normally I use a softer brush, but I have to clean my brushes. So I'm just kind of tapping that. See how that just brightens up that under eye. Okay, so now I'm just gonna use that same floofy brush I just used. And I'm going to add Mocha Java Shimmer. If you have a lot of wrinkles on your lid, you could just do the Mocha Java Matte. You do want to stick away or kind of steer clear of shimmers on top of wrinkles. It'll just accentuate them. So I would recommend using a more matte color. So I'm just kind of going windshield wiper, rubbing this on my lid. Again, this is just a really simple, neutral look. But I am going to add a fun pop of color to show you how bold colors don't have to be intimidating. You can work them in with a more neutral color and have some fun. So again, this is Mocha Java Shimmer. I'm adding, you can always build the color. So I always start, I like placing the dots so when I have my eye open, I can see where my transition is going to be. And this is a very, very, like I said, light color, but I just want something on my lids. And I'm just kind of flicking it up on the edge. Okay, so I am going to do my foundation quick. I'm using the original in Dewy. This is oil-free, so that's one thing, especially if you're breaking out, got the maskne. Then I'm going to put a little medium color-corrected tinted moisturizer just to get a little bit of that green to kind of mask any imperfections. It helps color correct. It's more of a sheer coverage, so you can wear that if you don't really want a lot. Like I said, I have more oily skin, so if you have drier skin, that would have more humectants to really ensure extra moisture, because that could be why you're breaking out from the maskne, is just because of that friction from that mask. Or if you just have dry skin in general, you want more of a medium coverage, the original is what I use, oil-free. We do have one better for more dry skin. It's the Advanced Anti-Aging, but all of our cream-based cosmetics are going to have our Cineplex complex. So increasing cellular renewal by 23.3%. So that means those newer cells are coming forward faster. So anti-aging, plumper, more vibrant, younger looking skin. And I just have a couple blemishes, but that color correcting helps kind of mask those so I don't have to use green concealer. If they're really bad, I would use green concealer. So if you want more of a full coverage, you could layer 2 foundations or do color corrected tinted moisturizer and then foundation. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of the translucent natural powder just on my T-zone. I'm going to use the Bronze Blush Sense. Barely putting any in there or on my lid. I'm actually going to mix in the Ember Pearlizer just because it has that bronzy color to it, because I'm going to do bronzer here. If you wanted more like a sheer, you could just do the Ember Pearlizer. You can mix in the regular pearlizer. You could use Mocha Java Shadow Sense. It just really depends on how light. So kind of right, it's not quite under my jaw bone, but then I'm just gonna kind of blend that. And it just adds a little warmth to my face. Just wipe the excess there. So I'm just kind of rubbing it in my product, dotting it on. Just make sure the bottom of your brush is clean. You don't want to add bacteria. That is one thing as well. If you are using dirty brushes, dirty surfaces to put your makeup on, think of palettes that you're dipping stuff back into it. Think of how many germs. So these are all airtight. I use them on a palette that I can, or the top of a cap, that I can easily sanitize. And you could put the shadows on a palette, which I do most of the time, but well, some of the time. But I'm not sticking a dirty brush back and forth. And then I always kind of come between or behind my ear. Blend that. Always under your chin. Don't go up because you'll just look muddy. Okay, then I can take my foundation brush, kind of do the edges, and just really get that nice soft, so I just have a soft glow. Got some leftovers, probably didn't need that much. Okay, I am going to use Cinnamon Shimmer. This is a limited edition. I do have one in stock. I'm going to use just a skinny kind of flat brush and pulling this underneath. Now this color would look amazing with blue eyes. This little bit would really help make it pop. Blue eyes pop because of that little kind of orangey tinge. Because it's that kind of bronzy. with my green eyes. So when you're trying to really make your eyes pop, you go opposite the color wheel. When you're color correcting to cancel out color, you go opposite the color wheel to cancel out the color. But so like this, orange is right next to red, which red is complementary to green. So see how just that little bit of color, it can give you a little pop. So bolder colors, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you would be very apprehensive about getting this. This is what I used on my lids, Mocha Java Shimmer. You could do the matte Mocha Java. Or this is the Cinnamon Shimmer. And look, I could even blend this out a bit. And that's it. So easy, so fun. I'm just gonna add some mascara. And it's fun to play up your eyes, even if it's really subtle, because everybody has a mask on. Oh, my hands are, oh my gosh. There we go. My hands are too slippery. So this is the black waterproof, which I tend to use the waterproof. Unless I'm putting falsies on, then I'll use non-waterproof. Like I did yesterday. Bought these fun lashes, mink lashes for a more bolder lash for a wedding party that I did. And I had some left over, so some of them didn't want the big ones. They wanted the more, they wanted length, but a little bit skinnier. So there's so many different false lashes. Now, I don't normally put on lashes because this mascara is bomb. Like, it grows your lashes up to 46% with Capixel over 4 weeks. And it's amazing. We also have a lash extend. So I used to have little nubs. No longer. But it's always fun to add a fun lash. Anyways, they're super big. And Halloween looks are going to be coming, and I always like adding false lashes just to really ensure my lashes are seen when I have my big, bold looks. Halloween looks. So I have some plans for some fun looks, but I did a post the other day, or if you have any requests, you can message me. I'm just going to do my brows quick. So I'm just using Smoked Topaz shadow. Not putting a ton in, but it just helps frame my face. Add a little definition. And no budge, no smudge. Last but not least, Lit Scents. I'm going to do the new limited edition, part of the Sunset Skies, Amber Spice. Only one layer though. This is the Amber Spice, but kind of has like a mauve-y, bronze mauve-y color. That's on. Isn't it pretty? And then just because we are going for the, I just wanted to add a little bit of color because I have mostly a bronze kind of round look. But I am going to do one layer of cappuccino just to kind of get a little more of the brown. And then let that dry. I'm going to top it with the Java gloss. Almost forgot my tight line. Black pencil liner doesn't bother my eyes, but it just gives you that little pop in definition. All right, that is my look. There we go. All right, happy Tuesday, everyone, and happy National Coffee Day.